Good morning. This is Norma Cowie with a Sunday thought. It came to my attention again today after doing many past life regressions, personally and with groups, that the one thing the soul hangs on to is both guilt and regret. Many people were interested in what they had learned, what did they come to understand about the life that they were leading or had led in other time periods, because it's that moment of death where the soul leaves the body that is crucial. If you have any unresolved issues, if you have any guilt, and of course we could add other emotions there too, but I usually look at guilt and regret and strong emotion. And a strong emotion can be jealousy, hatred, um, obsessions, things like that. Those are the things that very often the soul will take with them. And I found doing other kinds of processes with clients over the years that those are often what are recreated in this lifetime and in this way. So it is extremely important that any guilt that you have about anything, I have found that self-forgiveness is very, very important. And how for myself I utilize self-forgiveness is connecting to the universal love source, and then allowing that to fill me up, and then forgiving myself for whatever I have believed, imagined even, but hanging on to. Any guilt, any regret, because we do have regrets. There's so often we look back and think, how come I did that? And because we didn't have an understanding or a knowledge at the time, we will often create different aspects of what we wanted, and then we'll carry those. We also can feel animosities and other emotions that also impede us in our dealings with other people. We hold on to resentments. We hold on to where someone slighted us or said something we didn't like, or we have relationships that didn't work out the way we wanted. All of these things go into contributing where your soul is at. Because really, it's your soul that is infinite. It is your soul that goes on and has lifetime after lifetime on this planet and many other planets and dimensions in the galaxy. But you're not going to get free of this earth if you have resentments, if you have guilt, if you have anything that is blocking or stopping you. And this is why self-forgiveness, as far as I'm concerned, is incredibly important. I have gone through many periods of my life where I have honestly every day forgiven myself for things that pop into my mind. And it's amazing how I know as I'm older now, how much my mind goes back into the past and remember certain circumstances where perhaps I was not my best self, how perhaps I was more judgmental. Oh, yeah, I can be judged. And I'm very stubborn. I'm discovering that more and more. Is that over my lifetime, I was very stubborn. I like to think I'm less stubborn, but I'm not sure about that. But you see, we're all our own personalities, and that's the incredible things. And where did these personalities come from? Other lifetimes, because that's what we drew on when we. I know I have repeated this belief of mine for a long time, often actually, not only in my Sunday thoughts, but also in my Wednesday talks. It seems like from the moment we're conceived, that anytime we have a strong emotion or feel a strong emotion, and of course, when we're in the embryo stage, that we feel that from our mothers, is that we reach back in our memory banks to the last time we experienced it. And this is why past lives are really important, because when was the last time? It could have been the life before, or a time period in a timeline, if we're looking at timelines, or it could have been centuries ago. But we will make the same decision and implant it then, the belief system about that decision, into the present, into this life. And so that's why it's really important to become aware of who you are and where you are and what you're considering and what you're thinking. And as I said, a situation came up this week that made me think of that, about letting go of the guilt and the regret that we have sometimes from when we're little, because someone didn't look at you maybe the correct way or the right ways, or whatever it was in your mind and your imagination. So my Sunday thought to this day is just take a little time and think about, what is it that you feel guilty about? What is it you regret? And very often the regrets lead to the guilt. But what did you regret? Is there something you've said that you regret saying? Is there something that you did that you regret doing? And then just get calm inside and connect and recognize there is a loving force that loves you without judgment. And then forgive yourself. Just say, I forgive myself for, and name it. And really mean it, and really mean it, that you forgive yourself, because the universal love force has already forgiven you. It's you that holds on, because you want to have that soul become clearer and clearer and clearer to the point where you just let go of this life and slide easily into the in-between time. And you want to be able to rise as high as you possibly can, because that makes things so much easier than having to do all that work on the other side, because that's what you do. You have to clear up what you've left. But I say again, because many of us just go from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, and nobody really wants to do that. We want to become into peace, and we want to become aware. So I just wish you a little bit of time to take a look. Any regret, any guilt, whether it was yesterday or the beginning of your lifetime, and just allow yourself to move forward. I truly, truly want to thank you, and have a great weekend.